10 things you should never tell a man. I'm Brody Boyd with Magnetize Your Man, and as a professional love coach for over 13 years, here's what I've seen. The first thing you should never tell a man is, you're just like all the other guys. When you tell a man he's just like all the other guys, you're essentially saying he's not unique or special. It's a blow to his individuality and can make him feel undervalued in your eyes. Psychologically, everyone wants to feel unique and valued for who they are. By lumping him in with all the other guys, you're challenging his sense of self-worth and identity. As Shakespeare once said, all the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. This means that everyone has their own role and identity in life. 3 examples of what this could sound like, of other things this could sound like are, number 1, men are all the same. Number 2, why can't you be different? Or number 3, you guys always act this way. The second thing you should never tell a man is, do you even know what you're doing? This statement questions a man's competence and can make him doubt his abilities. It's a direct hit to his confidence. From a psychological standpoint, men often tie their self-worth to their abilities and achievements. By questioning his capability, you're undermining his self-esteem. Albert Einstein once said, anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. This highlights that making mistakes is part of growth. Instead of questioning a man's knowledge, encourage his efforts. 3 examples of what else this could sound like are, number 1, are you sure about that? Number 2, is this your first time doing this? Or number 3, I don't think you're doing it right. The third thing you should never tell a man is, I hate your friends. Telling a man you dislike his friends is like saying you don't respect his choices. Friends are a reflection of his personality, and criticizing them is indirectly criticizing him. Psychologically, friendships play a crucial role in a person's life. They provide support, joy, and companionship. Attacking those relationships can make a man feel isolated and defensive. As an ancient proverb says, tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. This emphasizes the importance of friendships in shaping your character. Instead of expressing hate, try understanding why those friends are important to him. 3 examples of what else this could sound like are, number 1, I don't know why you hang out with them all the time. Or number 2, your friends are a bad influence. Or number 3, can't you find better friends? The fourth thing you should never tell a man is, you never listen to me. This statement implies that he's intentionally ignoring you or doesn't care about your feelings. It can create a barrier in communication. Psychologically, feeling unheard or invalidated can lead to resentment and emotional distance. Accusing someone of not listening can shut down open dialogue. The philosopher Epictetus said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. And this underscores the importance of listening in communication. Instead of accusing, try expressing your feelings in a non-confrontational manner. 3 examples of what else this could sound like are, number 1, why do I even bother talking to you? Or number 2, you're always in your own world. Or number 3, it's like talking to a wall. The 5th thing you should never tell a man is, my ex used to. Bringing up past relationships, especially in comparison, can make a man feel like he's living in someone else's shadow. It's a direct hit to his pride and can create insecurity. Psychologically, everyone wants to feel special in their partner's eyes. Comparing him to an ex can make him feel like he's just another name on your list. The poet Khalil Gibran wrote, and think not that you can direct the course of love, for love, if it finds you worthy, directs your course. This means love is unique and can't be compared. Cherish the present relationship without dwelling on your past. 3 examples of what else this could sound like are, number 1, my ex never did that. Number 2, you sound exactly like my ex. Or number 3, he used to take me to so many places. The 6th thing you should never tell a man is, it's fine when it's not. Saying it's fine when it's not is a classic way of shutting down communication. It's a passive-aggressive move that leaves the other person guessing and can create unnecessary tension. Psychologically, this kind of indirect communication can lead to feelings of confusion, frustration, and even resentment. It's like setting a trap and waiting for the other person to fall into it. Benjamin Franklin once said, honesty is the best policy. Franklin emphasized the value of being straightforward. It's always better to express your feelings and concerns directly. 3 examples of what else this could sound like are, number 1, whatever. Or number 2, do what you want. Or number 3, it doesn't matter. The 7th thing you should never tell a man is, do you even love me? This question puts a man on the defensive. It's a loaded question that implies doubt and insecurity about the relationship. From a psychological standpoint, constantly questioning someone's love can erode trust and create a foundation of insecurity in the relationship. Victor Hugo, the famous French writer, said, "Life is a flower of which love is the honey." Questioning a man's love for you can take the life out of a relationship and make him doubt if he actually does love you or not. 3 examples of what else this could sound like are: number 1, "You don't care about me, do you?" Or number 2, "If you loved me, you would." Or number 3, "Why are you even together with me?" The 8th thing you should never tell a man is, "You're just like your father or mother." This statement can be hurtful, especially if it's meant as a criticism. It implies that he has no control over his actions and is merely a product of his upbringing. Now, psychologically, it can make a man feel trapped by his past and judged for things beyond his control. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist, said, "The greatest tragedy of the family is the unlived lives of the parents." Jung's insight highlights the danger of projecting the unresolved issues or characteristics of one's generation onto the next, instead of seeing each person as an individual with their own path. Now, 3 examples of what else this could sound like are: number 1, "You always act like your dad." Or number 2, "That's something your mom would say." Or number 3, "You're turning into your parents." The 9th thing you should never tell a man is, "Stop being such a wimp." This is a direct attack on a man's masculinity and can deeply hurt his self-esteem. It implies weakness and can make him feel less than. Psychologically, challenging a man's strength or courage can make him feel invalidated and disrespected. Albert Einstein, the renowned physicist, observed, "Everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." Einstein's insight underscores the idea that everyone has their own strengths, and it's unfair to judge someone based on a criteria that doesn't or may not apply to them. 3 examples of what else this could sound like are: number 1, "Man up." Number 2, "Why can't you be stronger?" Or number 3, "Don't be so sensitive." The 10th thing you should never tell a man is, "I told you so." Nobody likes to hear "I told you so." It's a way of saying, "I was right and you were wrong." It can come off as smug and condescending. Psychologically, it can make a person feel inferior and regretful, hindering growth from the mistakes. The wise Socrates once said, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." Socrates, an ancient Greek philosopher, believed in the value of humility. Instead of rubbing mistakes in someone's face, offers support and understanding. Now, 3 examples of what else this could sound like are: number 1, "You should have listened to me." Or number 2, "See, I was right." Or number 3, "Maybe next time you'll think twice." Next, if you haven't yet, make sure to take our free love quiz to get the loving, long-term, and committed relationship you want fast at getlovequiz.com, or subscribe and click on the link in the description below to get that now, and I will see you there.